Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So my name is Kritika Mathur and you're watching Kritika Mathur Astrology channel. Today's video is going to be about Mars. Mars is getting direct in the sign of Gemini from 24th Feb until 3rd April. So up until now, Mars was retrograde. And so whatever effects you have seen, now is the time when those effects will be opposite. So if the time was not that great, not favorable, lot of fights perhaps were happening, maybe you did not get so much chance to explore opportunities, maybe at workplace there were some troubles, or whatever the situation is in your personal life, now is the time when the things will change. Similarly, if the things were very good when the Mars was retrograde, that is between November December, then now is the time when you might face a bit of difficulty also. So Mars getting direct stands for a lot of things. Planet Mars is your energy. It's also a planet of action. Mars is a planet which denotes friction, energy, action. And it is something which keeps you going. Mars represents blood, right? So if there's no blood in the body, then you will not be alive. So Mars keeps you going. Whenever you feel lethargic, planet Mars gives you the energy, gives you the required push to go ahead, to get up, go ahead, do something for yourself. So that is what Mars is. And now Mars being in the sign of Gemini is aspecting Ketu. Ketu is in Virgo right now. So Mars from its fourth aspect looks at Ketu. In general in the world, we will see that arguments will increase, social media will take over. So a lot of fake news, social media news will be there. News which you have to believe, which you don't have to believe, that is up to you. Because you will need to filter the news. Because you're going to get a lot of information. Not everything will be true. Lot of rumors will be spread. Issues related to earthquake, volcanoes, forest fires, landslides can also be there. Air attacks can be there. Cyber attacks can also be experienced during this time. Because the social media, the communication is very active. The travel industry will be negatively active. Delays of flights, flight related issues, air attacks, air related problems, air pollution increasing can be seen. Unfortunately, some kind of an event in a famous celebrity's life can happen wherein it looks like it is a suicide, but it will be a murder. Unfortunately, we see these kind of things. Sudden deaths among people, unpredictable deaths can be there. Surgeries, legal court cases will increase. In general, this is a good time to get surgeries done. If you're waiting for a surgery to be done, now is the time when you can choose a Mahurat and you can get these things done. For writing, people who are in journalism, who are in writing, for those people it's good time. Those who are in army, medical science, especially surgeons, this time is very good for professional circle. Similarly, when we see that social media is getting very active, we also see that negotiations between people, arguments, all these things become very, very active. So what you need to do from your side is to filter the information that you get. You need to see what is important for you, what is not. Drive very carefully. Try to stay out of the legal matters, litigation related issues. Drive safe, fly safe. Do not believe everything that someone says. Now, you know something, there it so happens, and it's very common that suppose someone heard something from someone else, and this person will come to you and he will tell you that this person was saying it. Now you don't know who said it, who did not say, whether it was true or not. He also is not sure because he heard it from somewhere. So he will say that I am not sure, this person told me. So these kind of things wherein you're not sure, first of all, you should not pass that information to someone without cross checking the information. Secondly, if you are the one who is getting, you have to double check the information. You don't have to believe everything that you hear from everyone. Doing this, engaging in these kind of things can give rise to office politics and in general more complications in your life. It can bring a lot of difficulty into relationships in your life. So now I'll talk about ascendants. Now it's very important when we talk about the transit predictions, and you should look at these predictions from ascendant and moon sign. Like I always say, do not see this according to your zodiac signs or sun signs or any other sign. You follow only your moon sign and your ascendant. But whenever we talk about marriage, if there is anything that you want to specifically know about marriage, not relationship, marriage, then you should check your moon sign. So if you want to hear something about marriage, you check your moon sign prediction for marriage. Now let's start with Aries ascendants or Aries moon sign people. This transit of Mars in Gemini getting direct is in the third house. We do see a lot of traveling. In your case, there can be short distance travel, communication with the families will be there. With the siblings, there can be some kind of an argument which you will face. So just take care of that. And also, like, now is the time you should not take any loans, whether it's for property or vehicle. In fact, if you want to sell a property, this is the time when you can do that. Coming to the next ascendant, that is Taurus. For Taurus natives, this transit of Gemini is in your second house. So this direct Mars, what it will do is it's going to give you a lot of work opportunities, work at your hand. And definitely it also gives you like some kind of an exposure discussing things with other people. So exposure wise is good. It's going to give you money, but you can also get cheated in the finances. So you have to be very careful when you are giving money to someone. Another thing is that within the family, you can see that there are some arguments happening. These may not be because of you, but in general, you have to take care of your family's health and things happening within your family related to arguments. Lot of like to and fro arguments. It can lead to fights as well. Coming to the next sentence, that is Gemini. If you're a Gemini moon, Gemini ascendant, this transit of Mars being in Gemini is happening in your first house and Mars is getting direct. So monetarily things are very good. Financially you will be benefited. You can get a new job during this time. If you have a business, then this business will run really well during this entire time that the Mars is direct. And for the dates you can refer to the initial part. But for the relationships, it's not that great because you'll have a lot of aggression within you. You can be impulsive when you speak and you can take decisions impulsively. Because of that, there can be issues within the relationships of any kind. So, what you need to do is see these transits happen always. Planets are going to give you a signal that this kind of things will happen, this opportunity will come to you, but to use it or not to use is upon you, upon your free will. I always say that your own actions, your own karma matters a lot. So if you see an opportunity where there's arguments happening, where you see that confronting situations are there, maybe two people are fighting, you're not gelling with your relation, you're not gelling with your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend, it's up to you. You can choose to use words carefully. You can choose to refrain from arguments, any kind of confrontations and situations which are which can get negative for you, like controversies. Coming to Cancer. For Cancer ascendants, Cancer moon sign people, the transit will be in your 12th house. Now you can travel abroad, you can get foreign opportunities for your work, that is great. You can also make some new connections with people, and for you job opportunities also are looking good. With family, however, there can be some problems. Health issues will be getting better now. You will get recover faster from your health issues if you were facing anything, and this is the time when you'll get even more creative. So if you're into any kind of creative or artistic field, then this time or this transit of Mars is very helpful for you. Coming to the next one, and that is Leo. For Leo ascendants or Leo moon sign people, the transit will be there in your 11th house. For you guys, you will have overconfidence. So just keep a check. Like I always say, transits always happen. Planets always move from one sign to another, from one moon sign or one ascendant to another. But it's up to you how you use your free will, how you use your karma, how you use your planets. So you have to action the things well. Now if you know that there is a chance, there's an opportunity coming to you, that you can get overconfident. So now is the time, when you have to not be overconfident, or you have to try and uh, be grounded, have that gratitude, have that kind of feeling, where you are being thankful to others, even if it's the smallest of things. During this time you should avoid gambling. You can take on your passions and hobbies again, whatever hobbies you have passion. If you're not able to, if you used to ignore those hobbies, now is the time you can get back on those particular hobbies. Take up the hobbies, do the things that you used to like as a child. Avoid gambling, putting money here and there, speculations like speculative incomes or gambling part. So just refrain from that. Then Leo ascendants also, we can see that if you have invested something before, now is the time you're going to get benefits out of it. And if you want to invest now, you can do financial investments as well. Coming to the next ascendant, that is Virgo. For Virgo ascendants people, the transit is in the 10th house. So for you, the productivity at work will be good. You'll be able to get jobs, and you will be able to give your best at job. You'll be very active also, and you'll have a lot of ideas. But just, try to not blurt out things with your colleagues. No, sometimes what happens, we just jokingly, we just do some mimicry or some fun thing with our colleague, and we don't know how it will be taken by someone else, or the colleague himself. That colleague can go to the boss and they can say behind your back things that you don't want to create controversies for yourself. So take care when you're communicating. But productivity wise, finance wise, it's good. You can get stressed because of colleagues. You'll have more work pressure for sure, but you'll be able to tackle that. Now also we see that property, you can take property. You can also you have to also take care while you are driving. That is one thing where you will need to take care. And for health also you need to take care. There can be some, if you wanted to get a surgery done, but if you're looking for a good muhurat to do it, now is the time definitely when you can go ahead with the surgery. I see surgery as a solution, not a problem. So if there was a problem, surgery is something which is going to get you out of that problem. So surgery is something which should be perceived, is what I think. It should be perceived as a beneficial thing. Coming to the next sign, that is Libra. For Libra natives, Libra Sun or Moon sign, what we see is that now this transit is in the 9th house. So there can be travels, but there is a kind of stubbornness that's in you. Like there are opportunities where you don't want to explore them. You just want to do the things in the old fashioned way, the traditional way, or how you thought to be. Suppose you had a plan, but now suddenly something changed. Now you had a plan to visit a particular city. Now your family is saying, no, let's go here. Now you're the one who's still stuck with the idea of visiting the city that you wanted to. So you're not open to changes. What I mean, like stubbornness, anger is there, impulsiveness is there. Relations with father can go wrong. So be very, very, very careful when you're communicating with your father, because your relationships over there can go wrong. And with regards to your job, you can take an impulsive decision. So whenever you get a job offer, if you do, you have to be very careful with the offer. So you have to think twice before you actually accept the offer. Coming to the next one, and that is Scorpio. For Scorpio natives, Scorpio moon signs or ascendants, the transit is there in the 8th house. And now for Scorpions, for intuition, this time is very good. For decision making is good. If you are in any kind of research work, like doing PhDs or anything that you're researching, if you're an occultist, if you're into any kind of research, then this time is very good. Until Mars is direct in Gemini, you can utilize this time for your research purposes. What this time is not good for though is for relationships. So if you're in a relationship, you have to be very, very careful, because you can be betrayed. So you have to take care before getting into any new relationship, and there will be massive changes coming into your life. So you have to be prepared. So like I was saying, for Libra natives, so if you're going to a particular city and your family suddenly changes the plan, and now you're visiting, now they're telling you to visit the other city, Suppose you wanted to visit a particular city and there's a change of plan. Now what you have to be as a Scorpio native is to be prepared for such changes. You should not be all traditional, and you should not be saying that no, I want to go this particular place, so I'm going to visit that. No, you have to be open to changes, you have to be open to new experiences, and you have to not limit your mind. You have to not limit your opportunities. So if, for example, you lived in Delhi for 10 years and suddenly you get an offer from let's say London, you should not limit yourself just because you did not plan this, or just because this is not how you thought your life will be. So you have to be open for changes. You have to be more accepting. Coming to the next sentence, that is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius native, the transit is in the seventh house. Now, for Sagittarius ascendant or moon sign people, you will be impulsive in the relationships. You can have aggression, over anger issues in the relationship. For name, fame, popularity is all good. For romance also is good. But don't be impulsive when getting into a new relationship, or when you are even taking a decision for job offer. You can get a job offer, you will want to take that offer and you want to sign that offer letter. You have to think. Don't impulsively take any decisions related to job offer or new relationship. Try to keep your anger and aggression under check this whole time when Mars is direct in Gemini. Coming to the next sign, and that is Capricorn. For Capricorn native, this transit is in the sixth house. So for Capricornians, first of all, for any legal issue, it's not good to sign to start any court case or litigation. For health, this is good. If you were suffering from any health issues, now is the time you're going to come out of those particular health. You'll work on yourself. You're going to sweat a lot, and you will do some good workouts or new regimes. What I think that you're going to start those things. Also, for you, you have to take care of your speech when you're at work, because you can get into an argument or fight within your workplace. That is something you need to take care of. Coming to Aquarius. For Aquarius natives, this transit will be in the fifth house. So stay away from gambling, any kind of speculation, any kind of heavy investments. You have to take care. You have to refrain from those things. But at the same time, this time is good for creative people. If you're into artistic things, if you're into creativity, then this time is very good for any kind of new romantic connection. You can go ahead for that, but don't be impulsive when you're taking that decision. For kids health, you have to take care. If you have kids, you have to take care of their health. There can be new changes at workplace, new challenges can come up, some kind of change at work. I see, like either the change of job or the department change, or some kind of change in your job description. More work can be assigned to you. Ego clashes can happen at workplace and with your kids also. So this is something that you need to take care of. And if you've been planning to get a surgery done, then you can utilize this time. I don't take surgery as a negative thing, because it is something which solves your problem. So you should take it as something which is a solution, not a problem to the situation. Coming to the last ascendant, that is Pisces. For Pisces ascendant or moon sign, the transit of Mars being in Gemini, being direct, is in the sign of, is in fourth house. So for you, we can see, like, you need to really take care when you drive. New properties can definitely be purchased during this time. Some kind of a home renovation is also seen. Change of home, new renovation at home is there. So you can invite people over. Some changes at home. Perhaps you're going to get it, even if it's a small thing, you're going to purchase a lamp and just put, like, some or the other change at home is there. So that is definitely seen. Then they can be also work from home. You have to take care of yourself, which you are already doing. So like, you are already focusing on your health, you have to keep doing that and focus on your health only. Promotion can be seen at work. So if you were waiting for promotion, great transit for you. But only thing, take care of arguments at home, because you know what will happen in your case is that something which was very small uh, will not change into a fight, but it will become an underlining issue for the future upcoming fight. So it's going to be a silent fight, cold war kind of a situation at home. uh, and this, whatever is causing this argument, is going to be the base of the next few arguments, or for the next. Now I want to say one thing, those of you who recently end, surprise for you, this transit, if Mars, when Mars was retrograde, whatever karmas you've done, now is the time when you're going to reap those karmas. That's why I said in the beginning that however was Mars retrograde period for you, now it will be reverse of it. Similarly, whatever actions you do now, you're going to get the results of it when Mars goes retrograde again in the month of April. So that's why we say whatever you do, whatever actions you take, whatever karmas you take, you you will get consequences of those. So when Mars is retrograde again, that's why you have to be very aware about your actions during when Mars is direct. Um, so especially when Mars is retrograde, it asks you to look back and to analyze what you've done. So when Mars is retrograde, you can analyze and see what mistakes you've done, you fix those things, and direct, you make new karmas. Now if these karmas, there any wrong deed, you hurt someone, you fight with someone, you shout at someone, you do it when Mars is direct, retrogression is going to give you the fruits of it, because it's going to tell you that okay, we need to sort out what was done before when Mars was direct. So if you've shouted at a waiter, for example, you're going to get that same shouting back from some or the other person in your life who you will care about. Only then it will affect you, right? So you didn't care about the waiter, that's why you shouted at that person. But if your mom shouts at you, you care about her. So that will impact you. So that's why. So this is how it is. Now this was like a little bit extra for the people who have stayed up till long. So do subscribe, tap the bell to get regular notifications from my channel. Spread this video ahead, because I want more and more people to be aware about their actions and to take note of how this transit of Mars is, and especially about the global predictions as well, because we need to know what's going to happen, what's going on right now, how things can change in future. There's a lot of things can be expected. Solar eclipse is coming in the month of March, and I'm going to make a special video of March transits as well, of course. But yes, so stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, tap the bells, share this video to your friends and family, and stay tuned for many more videos. Thank you so much for watching.